Sketchbook Challenge 28. Hanging out with us today is the incredible Jim Towe. Jim has worked for a lot of really incredible comic book companies, including one you may have heard of before, Marvel Comics, illustrating incredible comic book characters. Two of my favorites, actually, the amazing Spiderman and the amazing Deadpool. Wow, that is awesome. So today we are going to be focusing on masculine mouths. I think the biggest thing that I think people struggle with, I don't know if you would think the same thing, but I feel like people get really good at drawing feminine lips. And there's kind of an advantage because women wear lipstick, and so you just put outlines around the lips, and it's very easy to make them voluptuous. But then when they start drawing their male characters, they all look like they're wearing lipstick, and I think that's the biggest problem that people struggle with. Is there anything that you do that you're thinking of when you're drawing male lips or male mouths, how you separate the two?
For me, I just try to keep it simple. So a lot of the definitions in a female mouth, I just kind of strip those away, and with the dudes, they get the more simplistic line treatment.
Okay, less is more.
Exactly.
All right, cool. Well, obviously I'm gonna want you guys to fill a page from top to bottom, from side to side with masculine mouths, but Jim and I are going to draw a bunch of masculine mouths, and I thought it'd be cool if we do like some gritting teeth, some "Harr," you know? It's almost like that. Have you heard of the new pirate movie that's coming out next summer? It's rated Harr. No. Before I start giving any more jokes, let's get drawing. Oh. If there was a close-up, for example, let's say it's a comic book panel. It's a close-up of like someone's gonna say something, and let's say they're just kind of like Harr, and they're like, what? What would you do?
So what I'd say right out of the gate is doing the creases for the cheeks. That's definitely a big separator right there that kind of pushes okay, we got a dude on our hands here. Also showing the gaps between the teeth. Well, I don't always go with that in my comics. That is also a great indicator of, just like a rougher mouth or something like that.
Okay.
If you have female lips, when I was saying earlier with the simplicity, of course, you'd kind of define the upper lip and maybe the bottom lip as well. All right, so we got the female lips here. And maybe I'll just do a draw over and turn them into dude lips. We can keep the same mouth shape. I usually just do a little bit of a shadow between the gap in the teeth and the inside of the cheek there. But instead of the the definition of the upper lip, I'll sometimes do the, what do you call it?
The angel kiss.
Angel kiss, yeah.
Yeah.
And then instead of bringing the the fullness of the lips below, usually what I'll do is kind of the chin, have the definition of the chin underneath. And maybe we can have a little bit of that, and then bring in those creases and stuff as well. We've kind of gone from one style to another right there.
So it's almost like the emphasis is more on the mouth and not as much of the lips.
Yes.
Where with women, I feel it's almost the opposite. It's more emphasis on the lips, not as much on the mouth. Interesting.
Yeah. When you bring in the face all together, one thing I'd say, a little indication of the nose there, doing a wider mouth as well sometimes can give a really masculine look.
Okay.
So when you bring in the cheeks and stuff, bring the jaw down further. But yeah, there's a lot of things as well, everything kind of surrounding the mouth, so your jawline, the cheekbones being more defined. A lot of stuff will help add to the mouth as well.
Men, are you going more angular, and then with women going more with curves?
Definitely, for sure.
I think a thing with women too, a lot of times you don't want to have the lips going across because it gets more fish lip-like, and if you can pull them in, it kind of makes the lips a little more voluptuous. How would you do a side view of a mouth?
Start with the nose there, and then let's just define area we're gonna work with. So the top row of teeth are always kind of line up with whatever orientation the nose is at, and it's the bottom, your jaw, that's moving when you're yelling. So the further you open your mouth, it goes, from right there to down to there, angled down.
Oh, okay, right? Yeah.
From here, usually, so bringing kind of the cheekbones stretching down as well with the mouth, getting kind of the other side of the mouth in there as well.
Add some three-dimensionality to it for sure. I want to do a drawing of Spider-Man where his mask is on, but it's lifted up, you know, kind of there, and he's going to be going, rah, you know, like that. I would love if you would do a similar drawing of Deadpool. You know, the same deal. His is lifted up, and then hopefully you can critique mine and tell me what I'm doing, what I could do better to. Because I love both Spider-Man and Deadpool. I've been drawing the same kind of Spider-Man since I was a kid, and so if you can give me some tips on what I could do better to make Spider-Man a little more current, you know, a little more Spider-Verse-y or something like that, would be sweet. All I remember, and this is from when I was a kid, you do the little starburst starting in between the eyes, and then you have all the lines wrapping around the head, and then you just kind of bounce the spider web. It's like the inverse of a flower. You just kind of bounce around.
It's right out of the McFarlane playbook right there.
That is awesome. Love that. Love all the awful sores and stuff and just meshing right into the teeth. That is so cool. I'm looking at mine and mine is like so old school Spider-Man. What can I do if I want to be just a little more contemporary? What would you change about this?
I think it's looking great. In my experience, somebody like Deadpool with all this scarring and everything, he's a character I want to like show every single tooth.
Okay.
With Peter Parker, the cool kid, you know, everything's a straight line and slick.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so I usually would keep like the teeth kind of just one single
Tooth
like
across.
bar. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Jim, that was awesome. Very cool. Great tips. And any excuse to draw Spider-Man and Deadpool is a good one for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, there are some more tips on drawing masculine mouths in another video that I have. I'm going to leave a link down below. You guys definitely want to fill a page. We've got a lot more fun with Jim in some future episodes, so come on back. In fact, the next episode, I can't wait. It is really going to be fun. It's something a little off the beaten path, and you guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be a challenge. You guys are going to enjoy it for sure. So follow us both on Instagram, and you need to like this video. If you haven't already, you should be like, just like it over and over. Just keep hitting the like button. Or does that turn it off every time?
I don't know.
Oh, does it? Okay, so there's the like button. Obviously, leave us a comment down below. What's your favorite version of Spider-Man? Are you more into Miles or Spider-Verse? Do you have a favorite artist that draws Spider-Man? You need to tell both Jim and I down below in the comments. You need to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share because you care, and come back for the next one.